EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Kill.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting A great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 95, 56. Check right 54. Right 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Hey, kill.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Again has it complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the screen. Pass.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Working from the gun, Mahomes, flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, writing down your ad.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Big stop, G. Big. Switch gears.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Yellow. 180. Check back. Hey, Ripple. Quick. Check 43.
A first carry now. This is Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 3. Watch twins. Watch twins.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single receiver. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it with Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
43, 15. 54. Yellow. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll let this go for the end zone, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. They go back to the ground with Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first
Yellow.
quarter. With no score.
It's outfield. Hey, it's all out. Check.
On 2nd down. It's Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. Bell a first down and then some. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Let's set a tone.
25, 25.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own them.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
14, Friday.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll pull it down. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Shift.
18. Touch 50.
One set. Check, Mike.
Run left.
54.
Watch the run.
Tempo.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, 43, 15.
It's our time.
Check 26.
Mahomes now on first down, rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
second and 1.
Hey, check, Mike. 57. 15.
Bang it. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Attack, attack.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Flare.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he'll try and run it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 26 yards.
All right,
First
let's go, Lou, lady. Hey, 15. Yellow.
Hey, here we go.
Check safety.
Operating from the red zone now. Mahomes dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
Here we go.
Collect.
Check 31. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Wide, get wide.
They'll run with Chubb and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Good. 180.
Mike.
King.
Check. Check your hot read.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
51 Mike 51. I'm here all day.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Now Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
No. Off.
Run. Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Being chased out left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check, check. Lucky.
He finds some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey!
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, alert 33.
Joker.
Go, let's go. Check
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
Now, I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Chiefs with the football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
We got to get this stop here, D.
50 wants the mic.
Hey, Sunday.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
Touchdown, defense.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins. There to make the grab, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
25-yard line.
Mike.
180. Regular.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And
the Chiefs are going to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He was looking for Landry that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. The 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play that time out of Chubb. 84 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hurry!
He's coming.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting.
He's got a man complete past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28, Chiefs 21.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
54 Mike. Let's get the ball.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. There's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way, the #1 pick.